Why, hello there. Welcome to my little seamstress shop. It's my little humble abode. I support myself with my own money, thank you very much, and I am very obliged to make sure that my customers feel very satisfied with my work. Now, how may I help you on this most pleasant day? Oh, I see. May I just give a check to your little coat? This little baby has seen its weathered days. There's some holes here, some rips and tears. Such a fine, warm coat. It's a terrible, terrible shame if it was to remain this way. Some issues with the pockets, too. Let me just check. Well, this is nicely stitched still, no holes, but let me check the other pocket for you. My pleasure. My pleasure is always to check on the seamstress work. This side has been stitched well, but I can see that there is a hole in your pocket, and this hole leads you deep straight into the rest of the coat, where you can just keep and keep on going, and your hand just disappears. So, I will be more than happy to just tailor this right up or sew this right up for you. Don't you worry, ma'am. Now, I'm just gonna take some of this string here. My fees are more than generous. I don't charge more than a nickel and a dime for people who have, such a gentle, warm face like yours. Now, I'm just gonna be stitching this nice and right. Now, let me just collect some of my needle and some of my thread, and I'm just gonna insert this right into the eye of that needle. Just twist it around. Oh yeah, that's right. My little nimble fingers know their ways around a needle. I'm gonna be stitching this up now, just nice and right. Well, you see, darling, my little fingers have seen quite a lot of needles, so I can quite nicely fit it in on the first try, which is quite a skill in and of itself. Now tell me, sweetie, how did this poor little coat of yours get so wretched and undone? I see. Those tree branches. Silent little killers. Your hood was caught by one of those tree branches, tore the dickens right out of your coat, neck, and nearly separated you from the very hoodie. Absolutely tragic. But, miss, I must say, and this will be at no further cost, but I noticed that there are no buttons to your coat. One miss must always have buttons on their coat. It adds to the personality, the character, and allows you to close your coat. What do, ma'am? Just keep it closed. Put your hands around it. Oh, dear me, I will put some buttons on your coat. No further charge. I'm just going to be sewing this up. It's a quick job, essentially, really. It's just one tear across the neck. Let me just fix this or twist this around. Make sure that this is nice and addressed, too. Oh, but man, the fabric is so cozy. Faux fur. Granted, everyone loves fur, but there's just something that hurts me a little on the inside about wearing the fur of a gentle, sweet animal that I would pet if it were living, so the idea of petting it while it's dead just feels so objectifying. Just the coziness of it. It feels like I'm just using it for its softness as opposed to valuing the gentility of its life. I'm just gonna sew this right back up for you. So nice and fine stitch, completely sealed. And on the other side, oh, there's some little glitter here. Let me just remove that. Another nice and fine stitch. And on the other side, another nice and fine stitch. My quick, like lightning fingers can really just stitch up the last little tidbit, little bit, flicker, flacker, little hole inside a piece of cloth, fabric, or any garment, and make sure that it looks spick and span. Now let me inspect further if there's any other holes that we need to address, but it seems like it's fine and dandy and nice. This pocket had no issues, but this pocket, on the other hand, this pocket seeped into the depths of your coat, and that just can't do. So I will be sewing this little hole right back up, make sure that it looks nice and pretty at the end. So let me just see what I can do here. Sew this nice up. I just want to make sure that it matches the rest of the stitches. You see, this is a more particular, more specific case where you see with the other fabrics you were just stitching fabric to fabric, same little thing, and since they were more how would you say, they were a little more dynamic in its stitching, the little stitches could just disappear within the fabric itself, while with this one it has more of a plain sort of flat fabric, so the stitches will be more noticeable, the pattern of it, and I want it to seem like this has been freshly bought as opposed to freshly fixed. So I'm just going to knit this right, or stitch this rather back up. Just stitch. Okay, stitch. I'm just going to add a little detail just for security. Perfect. Brand new little pocket of yours. Now, I'm going to be adding for you 4 buttons to your coat. Free of charge. I want to make sure that you stay warm during this upcoming winter. We're in the fall, it doesn't feel that cold, but during this upcoming winter it might be a little brisk. So I want to make sure that you stay nice and cozy. So I'm just going to stitch it up. I'm just going to cut a little bit here, cut a little hole here, cut another little hole here, and cut another little hole up here. 4 holes. And then add a couple buttons from my collection. Just add a couple buttons here. And I'm just going to place them right in their designated spots. Just sew them into place. Button number 1 done. Now for button number 2. Place it down and now start stitching. Button number 2, all spick and span. Now for button number 3. Place it down, make sure it nicely aligns, and now start sewing. Oh, yes ma'am. Those nice smell of just caramel, apples, bonfires, the burning of leaves. Those nice crisp smells of marshmallows roasting over the fire, and warm chimneys just gutting away at the wood burning. Absolutely invigorating to the soul, absolutely wonderful. I can't imagine a warmer, a better way of living life than on a nice autumnal day, other than perhaps a nice, cozy, warm day, sitting by the fire on a nice, cold outside, being able to just sit with your loved ones, play board games, and have a delightful time as you drink hot chocolate, or perhaps on a nice spring day, jumping around the puddles with some rubber boots on, hearing the wind gushing through the leaves for the first time since you've been cooped up inside your home, and just living the senses of rebirth throughout the world, seeing the bunnies, the birds, plopping out children, little bunnies creeping out of their holes like Peter Rabbit, or little birds chirping their songs, or seeing those little flowers bloom their little heads. And of course summer. Summer's days are just so full of life and laughter and fun, where you get to just jump on trees, run around, climb like an animal, swim like a fish, just live in this sense of warm freedom beneath the sun, and feel yourself healed from the cooped upness of your home. Every season has its beauties. Last button, ma'am, and you are all set. Place the button down. Stitch it up. And done. Your coat is nicely mended here. Now, you may take your coat, do with it as you will, but just enjoy the seasons, enjoy your time, be connected to the world. You see, a nice warm coat will really help you appreciate the times that you exist in. It'll help you feel more in tune with your senses. It'll help you feel more in tune with the wind and the warmth and the coziness of this most beautiful life. So here you go. Put it on, try it on. Do a little spin and twirl for me, please. Oh, you look absolutely stunning. Button it up for me. Just button it up. Button. Oh, look at that. You don't have to hold it with your hands anymore. You look absolutely warm and cozy. Now, is there anything further you would like me to try and mend or take care of your coat? Or is there another project you would like me to do? Or is our little transaction here, our little conversation over? Well, in that case, please come visit the shop whenever you like. Come visit me, have a nice little sit-down conversation with me. And if you happen to tear another coat, another hat, another shirt on a little tree branch, you know where to find me. My fee? Well, as I said in the beginning, my fee is very, very generous. That'll be 2 pennies for my work, please. Oh, don't worry, if you can't find it in your little purse, you can just owe me later. You can pay me back whenever. You can even do me a favor and pay off your debt that way. But 2 pennies, please. Thank you. Let me just put that right into my little cash register. Now, you go and take care. Stay warm in this chilling sort of autumn day. Stay with your loved ones. Burn a nice fire in your fireplace, and you have yourself a cozy time.